What's going on, guys? It's your boy Henry. I already put out my weekly analysis, but I privated it and then now I'm re-recording it because it came out to 60 minutes long, and I'm gonna try and do this in 10 to 20 minutes because yeah, I definitely just talked. I talked about TA, but it definitely can be done way quicker, and there was no reason to make it 60 minutes. So I'm gonna make it a lot shorter. So let's get right into it. We're going to cover the daily stuff right now. We're going to try and make it short. We got bearish divergences on pretty much everything, right? Right there. QQQ, you got the same exact thing. On IWM and DIA, you have the same exact thing as these. You can look at it yourself. With Bitcoin, you have a bearish divergence right there. You're going up there. Right here, you have a double top there. RSI, you have a double top there. While VIX on the daily chart, you have this like quadruple bullish divergence and quadruple bullish divergence right there on the daily chart, and you kind of have the same thing on the RSI here, but not really. But also you are touching this trend line right here. So, and you have you're at the bottom of this right there, like this this falling wedge right here, this right there. That was a terrible drawing. But yeah, and then we do have a price target of 30 on the board for this falling wedge on the VIX. So all of this is pointing towards bearish action on here. And that's why I think we're going to see a topping tail in the next 1 or 2 trading days. And that's why we're long the VIX. If you're long the VIX when this breaks out, you're going to make some money. And you can also be short the market, and we're also short the market. If anybody's still in it with me, like my things are like not dead, but like they're pretty dead. But that's okay. I'm just like putting an equal amount of money into the whatever it's called, the VIX, and then it'll be fine. It'll just cover the losses and maybe some more, you know. But then here's the important part. We are looking for things to pop off because we're just gonna get right into the weekly chart. After we cover this, we have a gap down here. I guess I don't have it marked out on the Q anymore. 378, 66 on the SPY, and then we have. Maybe I do have it. Is it 287.56? Maybe that is the gap. I think that is a gap. So maybe you do come down here and then you pop off, or maybe come down here and then you pop off, or maybe you even come down to the bottom of this channel and then you pop off, or maybe you just come right here to 299 and then you pop off. I don't know. All right, like I'm gonna start taking profits as soon as I'm like break even pretty much, and then I'm gonna just ride with like not as much money, you know, like that's what makes sense for me. And yeah, because like why not? If I can cover my loss on this trade, then I'll consider myself an alright trader, and that'll be good. That'll attract more people to the channel because it's proof of concept for everybody else with how I trade, and that means people can actually learn from my videos. But yeah, on the weekly chart, we could just get into the weekly chart now that we covered the gaps and the candlesticks on the weekly chart. I think we cut, yeah, did we? I don't know if we covered the weekly. I don't even know. I don't think we did. I don't think we did. Okay, let's cover that right now. I don't think we covered it, but we have the bearish belt hold right here. On the not the Bitcoin one, but we have it right here on the QQ and SPY. I think more of the SPY. Actually, yeah, I'd say more of the SPY has this candlestick right here. All right, it looks pretty similar, except you have a little topping tail right there, and then you have a pretty similar sized one down at the bottom. Maybe it's a little bigger, but like it's not really bigger. But look at this theoretical performance is bearish reversal. Okay, so the tested performance is bearish reversal 68% of the time. That's pretty cool. Okay, because you know VIX looks like it's probably gonna pop off. It's at the bottom of the trend line. I retraced the trend line. All right, and now it is down here. All right, like it's like right at the bottom of trend line. Look where it closed, above the trend line. It bounced just like it like did right here. Okay, then the next day, look what happened. You popped off. And I bet if we go to April 5th, something happened. What happened on April 5th? Gotta find it. Here's April. April 5th. You went down 1.26%, and yeah, you went down the next day 1%, but at a low. You came down from that close 447 all the way down to 440, so another $7. So like, yeah, I mean, it kind of lines up with what I've been saying. Like, maybe then it comes down to here. Like, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But yeah, okay, this thing, it's just bearish. Okay, I was wrong about it in the previous time I recorded this video. I was saying it might be a hangman. It's definitely not a hangman. I looked at the candlestick pattern, the visual index on the patternsite.com, and it's pretty close to this one other than the topping tail. And I think everyone can probably agree with that. And yeah, okay, so I do think we're probably going to be reversing down, judging by the weekly chart, just because we have this candlestick now. 68% of the time, I would say that's a probability. That, like, if it was close to 58 to 50% to like maybe 60%, then I'd say maybe not so much. Maybe then it's closer to random. Here, let me get a drink of water real quick. Yeah, it's closer to random if you do that. But yeah. It's 68% of the time, so that's definitely not random. Okay, I'd say 60 to 100% that's pretty probable. And Bukowski is someone who has just ran it like just a lot. Like, he's done all these I don't know if it says it. I'll look for it. But in the book, it's just it said like how many times his computer ran the algorithm to find these patterns and test them, the performance, and it's just a lot. It's like 10,000. It's like 1,000 to like, I'd say like 1,000, like 20,000 times, and it's just like, I guess it's like all time. Like, the computer just finds all the times throughout history that this has happened on any stock. And yeah, but yeah, that's the performance. And I do think that since this thing is in the same exact spot it was in the last time, literally the same exact spot, I do think we're going to be reversing down this week. But I want to say this, we can look at the monthly chart. That's the interesting thing I was saying. I was talking about in the last video. I said the monthly chart was doing something pretty cool. We have a bullish engulfing candle on the monthly chart of the QQQ. Not on the SPY, but it's pretty much the same thing. If it was a little taller, it represents the same thing though. Like, this is buying pressure right there. It started. I guess this is big moves here. All right, like the bottom of over here to where we were now, 13%. That's pretty cool. It's just a lot. That we've came a very long way. That 17%. That's crazy. All right. So like, like it's bullish is all I'm saying on the monthly time frame. So maybe with the first week, because the weekly time frame suggests you might have a pullback. This is entering where I would say, like, maybe something like this happens, and that's when it pulled back here. Maybe it'll curve back down, and maybe this thing isn't there, and it comes like here. I don't know, and then it starts turning down. Like, that would also. Let's just do this right here. Now we have that marked out too. Maybe we're gonna see if this happens as well. That would mean that would turn down from there, and that thing may come down, and it may start turning down right here on that line, and that would be pretty cool. That means, like, guys, TA is just, it proves itself time and time again. That's why we use it. But yeah, you have this bullish falling wedge, And I don't doubt that you're going to keep going up from it. All right. Maybe like you double bottom. Maybe this is the bottom. All right. I'm just saying, guys, like this monthly time frame is pretty cool. Like that's what it's telling us. And I've never traded one of these, but like it's been up here for a while. And naturally, stock market wants to go up. All right. It does. But like also maybe it goes up and then we go down. All right, maybe the monthly chart, like what did '08 do? See what '08 did. Is that over here? '08 like came up and then went down. Maybe something like that happens. That would be pretty cool if it came like over here. Like where are we on stochastic? Yeah, it's right here. And this is '08, right? Yeah, over here. Like you were down. Yeah, you were right over here and then you rallied, right? Um yeah. And then you rallied after. You rallied after, and then you had this big nasty sell off while you were over here in the oversold region. Like maybe that happens like I don't know. Maybe Joe Biden like releases something. Because like politics can get involved with the market, and maybe he drops a bill. Like he did try the inflation bill. I don't actually know if it's going through. I'll check in and I'll report back in the next video. Um, But yeah, like maybe something happens and maybe the market just rallies off it. Like the charts predict the news, and the monthly chart is predicting we get some sick nasty price action. Not too like in not too long. Look, it's over the buy line, and that's the buy signal on the CCI, and that's a bullish looking candle. I'm just saying, and stochastics have already crossed as of this month. As of this bullish engulfing candle. The QQQ looks like it's ready to go up. Every part of this chart looks like it's ready to go up with this bullish falling wedge breaking out on the weekly chart, on the daily chart, like daily and weekly chart. That's sick. It's a perfect bullish falling wedge. It really is. And this is a perfect bullish channel that we got going on here. Maybe it like does something like maybe this creates a new channel and we go back up here and maybe we double top and then boom, maybe we start coming down. But that would mean we're gonna come back, like maybe we come back up here on the weekly chart, like we come down here because this bearish reversal 68% of the time. Maybe we come down here and then we go back up. Like maybe we come down here on the daily chart, we start heading down here, all the way down here, and that would mean maybe we come right here. All right, we don't even have to go all the way down here. We don't have to break out down from this bear flag. We could just go like that, or maybe you even like just stop right here at the top of this line right here, and maybe you start bouncing off. Maybe it's not even, I don't know, like it could just I don't know. This bearish divergence does suggest like it's gonna happen. All right, like now that we're getting them on so many time frames, it's ridiculous. There's a lot of drawings here, but yeah, you have one right here on the 4-hour chart right here too. It's the same exact one, but since they're matching on all time frames, that's pretty cool. Like that's how you know like they matter. And we also have like ones that suggest our theory or our big picture point of view, with like all time frames considered now that we're including the monthly chart. Um but yeah, so in a month's time we should be going up. The next monthly candle should be green, judging by this, right? Because candles do rule, but also you do have the oscillators agreeing with the candle, and that's something that doesn't have to occur, but like that's I would say that's more bullish than not. That's really bullish. And then also the weekly time frame does have bullish divergence. I drew that really wrong. It would be like right there, and you were definitely moving down this whole time. All right, this is like a clear as day double bottom on the CCI and the stochastic and the RSI on QQQ. and you're breaking out of this bullish falling wedge, all right, in this bullish channel. It looks pretty good, all right, or it can be a bear flag like that and it can break down. Remember, we are in a bear market, all right. Like, if anybody says we're not in like a recession or a bear market, like, they're lying. We have been, but things can be looking up. But I think things are gonna go back down. I do think that. But like, yeah, like, or maybe things do look up. I really don't know what happens. Maybe we keep going. The stock market like has done this before, and last time this like thing, this feeling was happening was right here. And like, how far did we fall? Let's see. All right, are we like close to this? All right, rough estimate. What was this? Wait, what time was this? Was this COVID? All right, I gotta erase some of these. I gotta erase that. So top to bottom, QQQ was 29%. All right, what is this? We gotta erase some of these things. There's a lot of them. There we go. Top to bottom here was 34%. So maybe they pull some shit again for the midterms or whatever's going on. I may have that name wrong of what's coming up. And but that's what I was saying. Politics can get involved, and they could really like push this thing up. Maybe it even runs to all-time highs because they pass some stimulus or something. Like, they could pull some stupid stuff. They tried printing like $400 billion with the Inflation Act, which is terrible. And I also might have that name of the act wrong too, but I'm pretty sure it is called the Anti-Inflation Act or the Inflation Act, just like that. And that's just terrible. Like, $400 billion again, like, you're doing it again. How would that help inflation? That is, I'm pretty sure that causes inflation. So I don't know how that would help anything. It would pump more money into circulation, and therefore I think like prices would go up. If I'm thinking correctly, maybe I'm not. It's later. I'm going to sleep probably around like 10 o'clock. So I was winding down, and then I realized, like, dude, like, I made that last video way longer than it really had to be, because I can cover this really quick. All right, I'm pretty sure uh we're gonna be heading down. These oscillators are gonna reset just like we have on these drawings here that we're deleting right now. I think they're gonna come down. We have the bearish divergence on multiple time frames, but we also do have bullish divergence right here, this whole big thing. So I do and the bullish divergence is also on multiple time frames. Look, it's a double bottom on multiple time frames. The daily time frame, big one. Weekly, big one. Monthly, not. But the oscillators are agreeing that like we should be moving up, or at least having like another month. And judging by the candlestick too, the candlestick rules, because that's just like what happens. The candlesticks are what rule that judges the next candlestick. That's just how this charting stuff works. Each candlestick pattern will judge like the probability of the next candle, and then that candle that forms will judge the probability of the next candle. So if we have like a hammer candle after this that forms, oh, the next month might be bullish too. And that's what I was saying. Maybe we have something like this. Like, look, you fell let's see, you fell 24% on that month's candle. Where did we fall here? Fell 13% here. All right. Oh, wait, I should have said like how, I mean, just on these 2 months, I guess. 30%. I mean, here, I don't know. Maybe we come up to here. I don't know. Either way, I gotta keep this video. Try and keep it under 20 minutes. TBLT, guys. This thing is just on the radar. Just keep it on the radar. The oscillators. Expecting them to cool off. At least come back down to the overbought line. The overbought line. I don't know where it is. I'm messing up here. Come on, dude. There we go. Where is it? Dude, what is... Oh, it's right here. I'm bugging, guys. I'm bugging. All right, I don't know what I'm doing. For our chart, I'm guessing we're gonna come back down here, but you also could cool off for a day, another day, and then pop off. Maybe you come somewhere around here, or you just honestly pop off. The short interest is still pretty similar, but I do think you're gonna come back down to $5. But I'm just waiting, guys. I'm only entering if we come down into the zone. If we don't get my entry, which is it'll start at 517, we'll call it. Then I'm not gonna enter, because most likely we are gonna get that. Like, this is a very indecisive candle, and there is a big ass gap here. All right, like it's very probable that we do come down. We can honestly take this away and just can honestly also take that away. I feel like we're just gonna probably fill the gap. That's most likely what's gonna be happening. Oh, gap is really only. Alright, so it's exactly right here. Other one is right here. Alright, we can actually just take that away and keep our lines. Then we have our lines, and we can actually also take that way and that one away. I won't be buying TBLT unless this gap fills. So I don't know what's gonna happen to the oscillators, but I don't really care. I already got what I wanted out of TBLT. This is another banger in the books. All right, that was 200%. And for all I know, if you guys want to risk it for the biscuit, because keep in mind this thing still has above 100% short interest. That doesn't happen with pretty much any stocks. All right, there was GME. And then people believed AMC, but you know what? I call maybe bull crap. Maybe it was a gamma squeeze. All right, maybe it was all bull crap, and it was designed to just take people's money. Think about it. If we just look at AMC, they just continuously pump and dumped it. Like pump, dump, pump, keep dump, pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump. Pump. Big mega pump. Get everyone super excited because we're going to $100. This psychological level never goes. All right. Everyone thinks that this. I remember back in the day, everyone was like, "Yo, this is a bull flag. It's a bull flag. Look at that thing. It's a bull flag. We're gonna break out." And then you broke down, and then we started painting this really big thing that everybody called a bull flag. But you know what, I'd say it's more like a it's a pennant. All right, because like if you measure it out, you get like price targets that is similar to what we got. If we were like, yeah, see, like I think one of the price targets was it was around $7, or it was around 11. I'm not really sure. But it was low. Like it really did predict like you were gonna go down here, but you had to have treated this big ass pennant as a triangle, and it's a bearish triangle. Doesn't matter what way it comes into it, but people were calling it a bull flag, and it actually ended up breaking out. And the likelihood is that it breaks out. The theoretical performance, I'm pretty sure, is it would be it's most likely like the crowd really did think we were going to break out, so it's most likely that it's bullish, but the tested performance is bearish. Pretty sure I've looked at it, and it probably is bearish. But yeah, everything on the weekly chart looks like Bitcoin on the daily chart looks like it's coming down, or everything on the daily chart, I should have said. Everything on the daily chart looks like we're going to be coming down. So I think that's going to happen. All right. And then when we look at the weekly chart, this could be a topping tail, or people could call this a hammer. And this thing maybe could be going higher. All right. Maybe we could have like 1 or 2 days where these oscillators come down here and they bounce off of here, and we just make a higher high. You bounce off of this. If I delete that, you will bounce off of this zone right here. Maybe we have 1 or 2 big bearish days where we go down a similar amount to like these 2 candles right here. These combined candles are like about 3%. We just go a bit down 3%. Oh, that's no, that's not even close. I don't know. Maybe you have super bearish days. Like these 2 candles right here were 5%. Maybe you have something like that. Yeah, that would be more like it. Yeah, you go down like 5%. I don't know. Okay, I think you're gonna come down to the zone, but at the same time, like maybe these oscillators like come down here, and maybe it's not in this zone, and then maybe you bounce off, just like you did on the buy. I think you bounced right off of it. Yeah, look at that. You didn't come down far, is what I'm saying. But you did come down. Um, it was a decent move. It was a $10 move. So things moved, but they didn't move the way I thought they were gonna move. Things just kept going up. That's because they announced that it was a 75 BP hike instead of a whatever it's called, a 100 BP hike. But hang on. All right, all right. Let's get back to it. But yeah, the daily chart suggests you're gonna be moving down. The weekly chart suggests you might be moving down. You might be moving up, but just look at this. All right, we're in a bear market. Um, like maybe you do come back. Like look what happened here. Maybe like fractals are a thing. You zigzagged. Maybe that happens on the weekly chart. Now that you broke out, maybe you zigzag, because that's what's happening on the daily chart. You're zigzagging, and you weren't zigzagging here. You were just you kind of were zigzagging actually, but like it was down, and now you're zigzagging up. So maybe you continue because you did that a lot, and you had a lot of rallies to the downside. Maybe things are turning up, but at the same time, I don't know if they are. All right, I don't know if they are. I think things are gonna get pretty bad. I just don't know when. Maybe it's in a year. Maybe or not in a year, but maybe it's like 2023 and the rest of 2022. Maybe it rallies. Like, look at this. This is a big ass thing. We already put a target on the map. We have this gap fill right here. We have this gap fill right here. We can actually mark it right here. That's not exact, but we also have the top of the wedge. And that would be right here where we have that right here. Again, not an exact target, but yeah, Thomas Bulkowski. Um, his falling wedges, the one of the price target is up here. It's like at the top of the falling wedge, and then one would probably be around this point anyway. So yeah, these are our price targets. This is where like if when like we're gonna be going long whenever the whenever everything tells us we're gonna go long. All right, we're gonna go long, and it's gonna be with cool contracts. It's gonna be with like longer contracts. Maybe we even try and short the VIX. Like maybe that would pay. We got to see if that would pay. I'm not actually sure, but we're not going to cover that in this video. Um, but yeah, and then so yeah, the weekly chart, maybe you move up, maybe you don't. Maybe you fall maybe you fall flat because maybe that is the bearish belt hold on the SPY. Like it really does look like one. This doesn't look like a hammer. This looks like it could be kind of a hammer, but or a hangman. This looks like it could be a hangman. But this looks like it could be that bearish belt hold, and that thing, those suggest you're going to be coming down. And the QQQ does have your oscillators right there, and your stochastics could curl back down right here on this line if the next move is over here. Like if it's over here, then it's going to go from here down here. And yeah, it would be pretty cool. If it would work like that, because that's just another example of TA. The RSI would be doing the same exact thing as you did on this topping pattern right here. So that would be pretty cool. And Bitcoin, I do think Bitcoin is gonna still come down and just touch the next zone. We are in a bear market, and I've never lived through one of these, but I know Jay Bravo's been calling for like Bitcoin to go way, 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 way low, and he predicted this whole thing for like it's been a whole year, and like the charts like have been predicting it, and I've been having it on my chart, just because Bitcoin really does just follow patterns, like, and I'm just saying the pattern that's in is a bear flag. it's I don't think it's gonna act like one of these because this was a bullish falling wedge. This was a like a triangle, yo, and it just broke up. Like the thing looks pretty bullish. Right? This thing doesn't look bullish. Like I don't think it is. And I don't know. Maybe it does. But maybe at the same time it does because the monthly charts of everything are pretty bullish. Like look at Bitcoin. Look at that. You're crossing on the monthly chart on Bitcoin too on the stochastic. So maybe Bitcoin does start going up. Maybe we do have like a psych like FU rally and you come up here and then you fall. I don't know. Or maybe you come all the way up there and then you fall. I don't know what's gonna happen, but the monthly candle on the QQQ suggests that the next monthly candle is going to be bullish, and yeah, I mean, yeah, and that might keep happening. Or we are in a bear market. Maybe it's a trick. Like this looked like you could have had to have a topping tail right here, or not a topping tail, a bottoming tail, two of them right here, a double bottom with the wicks and the bodies of the candle right here. I think these are tweezer bottoms. Which actually might be bearish. I'm not sure. Might be bearish, might not be bearish. I'm not sure, but yeah, actually that actually might be bearish. It sounds like it would be bearish now that I think about it. Having both these matching like this, and I don't know, I don't like that name. But yeah, okay, like maybe it's like an FU thing, and maybe we're gonna come all the way back down, break these lows and come a little lower because it is a bear market. But at the same time, the oscillators on the monthly chart are all the way down here, and that's the thing that hasn't happened yet. You didn't get the buy signal until this month, and yeah, that's pretty cool. So maybe it is going to come back up because you like every time you get a buy signal, it doesn't come back down like it before going back up, except over here. Okay, except yeah, over here was kind of effed. Okay, you went back up, but you had like a few months of green. And if we actually go back to it, it was a 50% rally, dude. Imagine having a 50% rally from lows. That is crazy. That would be nuts. Yeah, it would literally be all time high. So maybe we like literally double top, and then come back down, and maybe then we hit these COVID lows. That would honestly make sense that we come down and hit COVID lows. To me, it really would, but then we would have the mega rally. That's what I'm saying, guys. Like, it's very easy. It should be very easy for us to get rich. All right, guys. I'm going to end the video here. I think I covered everything in half the time, and I didn't really go off track here. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, everybody have a lovely Sunday night. Only spent 30 minutes on this video, and yeah, I know. I'm sorry I had to drop it twice on you, but the first one was just I threw a lot of unexpected things, or not unexpected, but just unnecessary was the word. Unnecessary things in there, and like it was just like taking away from the TA. I like listened to it and I was like, wait a minute. If I was a viewer, I would be like, wait, this guy's got to shut up. He's got to get to the TA. So and then the TA was fine. Like the TA was perfectly fine, and just like I was off course, and I was like, dude, I'm into the market. I'm watching this video. No, I don't care about all this other unnecessary stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep it to TA, and yeah, that's why I'm gonna end it right here. I'll catch you guys in tomorrow towards market close for another just market update. All right, peace.